Welcome to this video on the Kotlin when statement. For those of you that are familiar with the select case statements in Java and C++, the Kotlin when statement is similar if not identical. And no matter whether it's a when statement or a select case, they are similar in functionality to the else, if types of blocks. So if we take a look here, we can see that day of the week is valued at 4, and then what's going to happen is the when block is going to be evaluated for that value. In this case, the value is here, so we see here that it's pointing to some kind of execution or some kind of code block, and this would be printed out, so Thursday would be output. We can also see with a more of a block body, so we can have, instead of just one line, we can actually have a block body here. So day of the week is 1, and two or more lines of code can execute, provided that the curly braces are there. And again, there's also that else statement. If when the when block is evaluated, if it does not find that value, it will execute the else statement. The else statement is optional. So again, we can see here that we're using it as an expression as well. So we have day of the week is 4. The when block is evaluated, finds the value Thursday, returns Thursday. So we'll see here today is Thursday for the output. There can also be branching using commas as well. So we can come in here and find, if we can take a look at several different values. So these two values are sharing the same code block. Also, we can look for a range. So we can see here checking whether a given variable is within a range. So we're saying day of the month is 5, and then looking for this range 1 to 7 inclusive, not in 5 to 15, and then we can put none of the above. So we're looking here first week of the month or not the first week of the month. And then we can also check for a certain data type using the is operator. So we can give it a value and then test if it is a integer, string, not a double. And then finally, we can use our when statement as a replacement for the else if chain. So you could see here we have an initial expression and and also a code block. If this is false, then it goes to the next one, the next line. If that line is false, it goes to the next one. And if that one is false, it'll execute the else. Otherwise, it will evaluate the lines in the when block one at a time until it finds a true statement and then executes that one. So let's go ahead and run. So we'll go up here back to our project, select our when expression Kotlin class file, right click and click run. So if we go back up here, we can see that since we value day of the week at 4 was found, and Thursday was output. Right here we're outputting. Then the next one, you can see here we have a multi-line code block. We said day of the week is 1, and then it put Monday, first day of the week. Now we're actually going to use use our when block as an expression to value day of the week string. We go through again. We initialize day of the week. We evaluate the when block. The value is found, and Thursday is passed back to day of the week in string. And we can see here today is Thursday. Thursday comes from here 4. And now we can see we can combine multiple branches using commas. So we're combining these values. So the when is going to search for the value of 6, and the value of 6 and 7 using the comma can share the same code block. So in this, if it's 6 or 7, we will return the weekend. So you can see here weekend, and here we are looking for a certain range using the when block. So day of the month is 5. We're looking for in the range 1 to 7 inclusive. We'll output this code block. Not in the range, using that bang in, and 15 to 21. then we're not in the third week of the month, and then we have the else, none of the above. We can use the is statement to determine, in this case, we're going to look to see if a value is a certain data type. So we can tell if X in this case is an integer, a string, not a double. You can see here it's an any. And then we're using as a replacement for the else if chain. So in this case, we're valuing number as 20, and then the when block is evaluated to look for when number is equal to 20, to look for that for a true line. Here, less than 0, obviously that's false. 20 divided by 2 has no, it has no remainder, 0 remainder. So that is true. So this is the first line that's true. And we can see here number is greater than 100. That's false. And so since we found the first true line, the when block was exited, and we can see what was printed here. So thank you for watching this brief video on the Kotlin when block.